Ahoy, mateys! Welcome back to another Captain Patriot video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are discussing the cow that just keeps on giving, iDubbbz, or better known as Anisa's husband. Okay, we're talking about iDubbbz again because, you know, free content, free views for me, which is great. If you clicked on this video, I assume you're slightly interested in the topic and curious what people are saying about this individual who once was well known across the internet as someone with a sense of humor. Unfortunately, that's not who we're talking about today, because this new form of iDubbbz is the most bland, boring, pathetic excuse for a person known to mankind, or at least on the internet. Because if you talk to any adult who does not live exclusively on YouTube, so not me, they'll have no clue who this person is. But for us unemployed folks, this is an amazing day because iDubbbz made a new video titled Concern Trolling, in which he does some concern trolling of his own in the video while bitching and moaning about concern trolling, saying that all of his fans now are concern trolling him when they say that he basically destroyed his career and married someone who basically just pegs him both literally and metaphorically. So let's get into this. Let's break down some of his video, and then let's read some of the comments under this video, because boy, oh boy, are they funny. Without further ado, let's take a look at this video and see what we can find.
Something that I've been struggling with for a long time on YouTube is concern trolling. The thing that I really struggle with is not identifying concern trolling. The difficult part of it is when there are people who have authentic concern out there and the concern trolls are concerned over the same thing. So I'm like, oh fuck, I'm giving in to the concern trolls by addressing, you know, this segment of the population or this segment of my fan base who have genuine concerns.
Wait. So let me get this straight, Ian. There are two groups of people here. I got my Paint app up for you. So let me switch over to my Paint app so you can see what I'm going to draw here. So you've got two groups. In group number one, we're going to make a box. This is group number one, okay? And then you have another group number two. You're saying that group number two are real concerned people. These people are very concerned, okay? Group number one, though, are trolls. But these two groups are sharing the same concern. So this is your concern. We'll put a C there because I can't spell the whole word. Okay, so you've got concerned people on the right as number two, and then you've got trolls. These are your trolls. These are your people. So you got people, real people who are concerned, right? This is their concern. And then you got trolls, right? This group, and they have concerns too. But you don't have a problem identifying these people. You're just upset that these people are agreeing on the concern. So they have the same concern. But one of them is trolling you and the other are not. But they both have the same concern. Doesn't really seem like there's two groups there. It doesn't really seem like those are separate groups of individuals. Okay, carry on.
And I don't know how to convey things, not over communicate, not do all these things that potentially put the event at risk and put other people at risk.
Do all these things that potentially put your event at risk? Oh, like supporting terrorism? Like creating a content cop after years of saying you wouldn't because of the harassment it caused, putting people at danger. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that, right? You sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
And that's kind of why I wanted to step away from this event.
Bro, why are you lying, Mr. Empathy? Why are you lying? Why are you lying that that's the reason you stepped away from Creator Clash? If that's the case, you would have stepped away from Creator Clash ages ago for being a poor communicator. Come on, dude. Like who do you think is actually going to believe this? Right? Like how many stupid people are out there to believe this nonsense?
But the main controversy, I would say, is that it was revealed with the change of ownership that Anisa and I, because we're 1/3 ownership of Creator Clash, the business, that we were getting 34% of the profit share. We weren't anticipating this event doing well. Like, we wanted to do well enough to pay back the investors, of course. So that's one of the reasons that we were, okay with the profit share thing. But another part of it as well is that the contract wasn't structured in a way that the profit share could just directly go to charity. It was told to us, like, you could just donate your portion of the profit share to charity after the event. So we were like, okay, fine. Now, I know some people will find it hard to believe that Anisa and I were just going to give our portion of the profit share to charity. There's nothing I could really say to, I think, convince them otherwise. It was up to our discretion at the end of the day, and if you don't believe us, I can't say anything that'll change your mind. I guess my only appeal is that year one, we made a bunch of money for charity, and I just got the fighter's pay like everyone else. In year two of the event, we definitely got nothing.
Okay, I see. So year 3 was the year where you guys were going to get fat stacks and make a bunch of money, right? This was going to be your guys' year. Oh boy, how that completely fell on your face, okay? From you thinking that you'd have a big W with your content cop on H3H3 to your creator class shabacle. This is, this is poetic justice in its finest, in my opinion.
I know that there's probably a lot of you out there who honestly don't care, and you're just like, you want to see boxing or you just want to see regular videos. I get that. For my soul, I needed to communicate it. So yeah, that's a big relief for me.
I think people just don't want to see you be a hypocrite anymore. Honestly.
The most obvious definition for concern trolling is when someone is pretending to be concerned about a particular subject or cause, when in reality, they don't give a fuck. They're just doing it to either get attention, start a fight, derail the conversation. I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neil. I'm like, fuck, it's really hard to be, a couple online and see people attacking your partner, and it's like, okay, like if you come to their defense, if that doesn't always help them, right? Sometimes that makes it worse for them. Maybe if Ethan's able to get some help, maybe if he stops harassing other creators, maybe if he does these things, eventually he'll find peace and we can like rekindle our friendship. You guys are just hurt and you're kind of like dancing around and making very like loose, poorly thought out analogies for something that doesn't even apply to us. It's like me making this video is the standing up for something, and it's saying, fuck you, you guys are being bad. I don't think you're bad people, but you're being bad. You're behaving poorly. You're hurting people. No. I'm proposing that fucking with people might be a way for some of these concern trolls to indulge in things and lifestyles that they never thought were possible because they're so opposed to them. So by pretending to be the very thing that you hate, you might actually gain some sympathy, or you might be like, oh, actually, the people in this community I kind of fuck with.
I mean, you really can't make this stuff up, okay? Like, Ian sided with Hassan, okay? Hassan Piker has said multiple things about, I'm not going to go super into detail with it because I feel like you guys already know everything Hassan has said. You know what Frogan has said, what Denims has said. If you're here watching this video, I assume you know, okay? I assume that you know the things that these people have said, and Ian has chosen to align himself with these people and go after Ethan, which is like, and then to make a video talking about all these concern trolls, they're not people who actually genuinely think Ian is on the wrong side here, but they're trolling, right? Like none of their criticism is valid. It's just concern trolls, it's mind-boggling to me how someone could possibly come to that conclusion. Now, I promised I would read some of the comments real quick, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to read some comments here, and forgive me, I read at like the 2nd grade level, so please be patient, okay? All right, the top comment with 5.3K likes. Guys, is Anisa's husband okay? Is he crashing out or on drugs? This is concerning. I love this. I love the response people are giving him here, because he can just say, oh, well, I said it in the description, so therefore none of these are actual real comments. These are all concern trolls. Oh my goodness. Good job unlocking the ability empathy, Ian. Now please work on unlocking the ability self-awareness. Yeah, that's the next one he needs to get. You keep repeating the word charity as much as Jake Paul says merch. Your event hasn't made charity money for 3 years. You blew the second one's money on parties and quietly went for profit on the third. Slimy. That one's got 137 likes. I don't know how true that is. It's probably partly true. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like and subscribe. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.